Welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Sequel. This is a movie podcast where we're talking sequels and we do it in two parts, usually, but we used a community hall pass. Jamie hasn't used as many as me this year. Community hall pass for the holidays. Merry Christmas if you celebrate that. All the other ones, throw them all in one bucket. It's Christmas time, so we have to cover a Christmas horror sequel. And we went with Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, or maybe 1.5 or 1.25, which we'll see if Jamie knows what I'm referencing, because I don't know his history with Silent Night, Deadly Night, besides the toy maker that we cover where Mickey Rooney getting thrown down a flight of stairs. But before I mention anything about the way Eric Freeman as Ricky delivers these lines, I got to introduce you to my partner in this sequel watching journey, Jamie Riccardi. Jamie, how are you?
Well, Doug, I'm actually kind of mad at myself.
Oh, no.
Yes. Because, I would say 90% of the movies we cover, I have never seen.
Okay.
And 90% of the movies that I haven't seen the originals. So, and I usually go into these reviews blind, not knowing anything about it. And, it works out great. Right, and I'll have some questions like, I'll ask you, why is this guy doing this or where is it from? And you kind of give me a little history. But for some stupid reason, I decided to watch the first one first. And I never do that. And I'm like, you know what? The first movie is a classic. Everybody talks about Silent Night, Deadly Night. Maybe I should watch it.
Yeah.
Well, I watched
it too last night with.
Yeah, but you've seen it before. I've never seen it. So I'm like, okay, I finally saw it. Great. Here's the second one. You stole my joke because I was going to call it Silent Night, Deadly Night 1.5 because I don't think I've ever seen a movie that literally has more flashbacks of the original movie than the actual new movie itself.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what the time is, right? Like the exact timestamp? If you really take how much Ricky is talking to the shrink, or when he gets brought in the room by the orderly, that is very scary.
There's a lot of questions. I really have a lot of questions in this movie.
But we'll get into it. But I'm saying it's like the 40-minute mark.
Yeah, I know.
Is when we get to Eric leaving, and then he stops telling the story. And it's so funny because I seen most of the clips of this movie, and I don't know if I saw this maybe as a kid and just saw the back half by luck. But I do not remember it being that long. I remember it got to the point it was like 15 minutes in. I'm like, how much longer is this going to be just the first movie? But
I wrote down time. I have timestamps.
Awesome.
I have timestamps on each one. But the fact that I actually watched the original, I never, ever do that. And I felt like, I watched the second one the night after. So I felt like I just watched the first one twice back to back.
You did, yeah.
I know.
I think you did.
And it really aggravated me because this movie is okay. We've had some characters that were awful and hated. And one that stands out is Ryan Bryan, and I still don't know what is his real name.
Yeah.
Ricky might be up there with the worst actor we have seen in any of these movies. And I would say the only two better actors in this movie were Ricky's eyebrows that didn't stop moving every time he spoke. And the orderly in the beginning of the movie, who doesn't say two words.
Really.
So my question is the orderly in SAG in this role?
Oh, does he for raising eyebrows and puffing chest? I don't know.
No. The orderly didn't. Well, yeah, but the stares he had the entire time. The orderly.
Yeah, well, he looked at him, remember, and then he opened the door.
Yeah.
He looked, and the shrink was like, "No, leave us."
He didn't stop looking. He literally walked out as he's looking at him. Like he immediately stared at him as soon as he came in, and that didn't stop. And the way he was staring at him was amazing. Like it was so over the top. Like it was ridiculous. So yeah.
So that's really funny that is your journey with this. Because in my head, the first thing I was going to say to you, have you seen the first one? And then I was going to be like, and if you said no, which was I thought was going to be your answer, then I was going to be like, well, you got 40 minutes of it. But that's crazy. I wonder if you didn't see the first one, would you? I don't think you would think that, right? If you saw the second one, you wouldn't be like, these are from another movie? Or
no, you would think they're legitimate flashbacks. Correct.
Which is crazy. Right?
Which now it might have ruined me ever watching an original movie again because I'm not going to go through this again. So I have a lot of questions.
Imagine Weekend at Bernie's 2 was 35 minutes of Andrew McCarthy just flirting with a girl at an airport, telling her the story of the first movie, and then it starts there. Like, that's crazy that it does this. I wonder. See, now, I should have done more research on the making of this movie. But I wonder if this was made when they started this. Did they think we're going to use a lot of clips from the first one to show Ricky's talking about his brother in the flashback? Or did they write a story and say, all right, this is it, let's make it? And they're like, this is 40 minutes. And what are we going to do? Take 40 minutes from the other one.
Listen, I also don't. I'm sorry I got to bring this person's name up again.
Oh.
But how bad of a movie and actor you got to be when your Rotten Tomatoes score is much lower than a movie that basically is only 40 minutes long with tons of flashbacks? Because The Son of the Mask is only 6% on Rotten Tomatoes,
and this
is like 30 something.
Wow.
And again, this is a movie that basically reuses half the movie is reused footage from the first movie, and it's still better than Son of the Mask.
Wow, that's insane.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay.
Another day at Jamie Kennedy.
I didn't say his name. You did. So could have been a dog. I was talking about.
He who shall not be named.
But
like Voldemort.
I have so many questions in this movie. I mean, one of the main questions I have is he's talking to his 13th therapist that they went through in this movie, but he's talking about stories that he wasn't even near. Was it Billy in the first movie?
Oh, dude, he has a flashback of the POV of his brother.
But he has a flashback of the guys going sledding. I mean, like, Billy wasn't even. So the point is, he has all these flashbacks. He wasn't even there. And they're showing the
Billy
flashbacks.
Was there. Oh no, he wasn't there. That's
I'm talking about Ricky.
Yeah, no, he wasn't there. Yeah.
And I doubt
the toy store. He doesn't see the guy. The guy who goes really giggly, who works with this girl, and then he goes from giggly to, you want to do drugs or I'm gonna rape you.
Okay.
Whoa.
First of all, this movie does do a lot of rape sequences.
Yeah,
I mean, both movies. I mean, ridiculous.
Insane.
But I mean, and the toy store. They literally show like almost the entire scene of the toy of like the Toy Story. But it's amazing how, first of all, you think Ricky was young when Billy died, super young. I don't think Billy shared any of these stories with Ricky.
No,
somehow
he died already. How would he share the stories?
Well, I mean, yeah, right. I mean, well, you don't know. Whatever.
He didn't see him when he got back to the church. When he got back to the orphanage, he died. That's it. And then he looked at Ricky. And then he looked at Ricky, and
okay.
That's it.
So then there's a couple more. Then when you watch the first one, Ricky. I mean, he's not a baby, but he's only like 4 years old. Like, he's a young kid, 5 years old maybe. How is he so much older when he goes back to the orphanage? He's a grown man, and Ricky's still like 8. Like, that's first of all. And second of all, can you imagine being a child actor in the first movie? Let alone that all this negative Santa stuff throughout the movie. And then you got all this murder stuff like in front of you. Like, these are young kids in the movie. Like, it's insane. Like, how parents allowed this. Like, it was nightmare.
Oh man. So now here's a little few notes before we get into the movie like fully from the beginning. So Lee Harry, who had not previously directed a film, was hired by the producers to re-edit the original film into a new film intended to be a sequel. It's pretty nuts. And then they were able to add this 40 minutes of footage. Like, I'm just guessing that part of it. So Eric Freeman, when he got the job, he never watched the original. He took this as going to be a comedic horror film. So he said, if I had seen the original prior to acting in this one, I wouldn't have done the type of work I did. It was a few days of work, and I think a $1,500 paycheck. I didn't think this was going to be some big break for me. My life at the time was to stay in great shape, eat healthy, and I was shooting for a different life in the business.
I think he's full of crap. I think he's saying this after he realized how much the audience hated his acting. and now he's just coming up with an excuse. Because I feel like he was trying to act the crap out of it, like trying to really play a crazy guy to extreme, but it was just so stupid and forced. Like he moved around like he was animatronic. Like when he walks and he's like his head's shaking and he's like his eyebrows are moving. It just like it was so over the top. It's like almost like just everything. Well, yeah, but that's the first one too.
Naughty, right?
Naughty.
Was it naughty or
no?
Okay.
It was naughty.
Both, right?
I think naughty though. But the point is like I feel like if he was in like this was an acting class. And you had to like say, all right, here's the scene. You know, you got to act in front of everybody. Like, and that's how he did it. Like, he went so over the top. It was awful. Like his acting was awful.
It was so awful. It was almost like a samurai cop in a sense. The way he delivered lines was insane. Like some of the one-liners, like obviously the famous "garbage day."
His giggling, his everything. I mean, like I would take Samurai Cop acting over this. I think he is definitely in the top 3 worst actors that we've seen. And I'm sorry if he's listening to this, but I'm sure he didn't get too many gigs after this. So he's probably hanging out with Jamie Kennedy right now. So I'm not, worried about it. But yeah, I mean, and so I mean, we're starting the movie right off the bat. How do they allow a crazy guy to have a lighter?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean, not even just that. So we don't know why he's in there, right? They didn't tell us what got him to that.
Correct.
Like, did he kill before, or is he just crazy?
No, he did. He did kill before, and he said, "I never told anyone this." So he killed before, but he didn't.
Yeah, that's what it was, because he was getting
this?
interviewed for the crimes. But I'm trying to think what it was.
I don't know. Or they were just trying to get information about his brother, but like. Why would they interview? They were so into it about his brother. Like, they were asking more questions about the brother than they were about him.
Yeah.
Like, and how many doctors do you have to go through before you say, you know what, this guy's hopeless? Because he said 13. He said you're number 13.
Oh, yeah, he was over there. He's like, ooh, that's my lucky number.
That's ridiculous. Man. And even the doctors, like, forget what he said his name is. Or you could call me Doc.
Oh yeah, Dr. Bloom. Oh yeah, so yeah, no, that's what it is. He's serving time in jail for multiple murders that happened just prior to the movie starting. So yeah, so the 13 Doctors was, I don't know, over a year, maybe, but yeah, so he's pretty.
So then, what are they
trying?
What are they trying to get out of him? To go through 13 doctors, like, I mean, are they trying to get him to confess? Which it sounds like he already did. So like, what were they trying to get out of him? Like, what was the point of the doctors meeting with him in the first place?
It's like anything. Maybe it's like what was that show on Netflix? When they were interviewing the serial killers.
Oh, Mindhunter.
Mindhunter. Maybe they were trying to learn like what makes this crazy guy tick. Why did he just start murdering people? And I wonder, was it Santa related crimes? Well, that'd have been good. 3 mall Santas. So why'd you kill 3 malls? Something. Nothing.
But see, he wasn't affected by the Santa Claus thing. So this whole Santa Claus thing shouldn't have been like, he was too young. He was too young to do any of this stuff. Like, so, like, outside of him, his brother being murdered, fine. You know what? Then be psycho. But the fact that he has to don the Santa Claus outfit makes no sense because he has no connection to Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love when the shrink's like, "I'm here to help you, Ricky," and he's like, "Ricky doesn't want help."
and it's funny. The doctor in the beginning seems very bored. Almost like the whole audience was every time he talked. So yeah. And it's funny, like,
and he said Santa Claus.
Oh. And this is before the movie really gets going. I didn't know how many recaps were there, so I wrote down right in the beginning. I'm like, okay, here's a recap, and then I'm like, 2 minutes later, another recap, which was at the 16-minute mark, and then I'm like, wait a second, another one at the 18-minute mark, and then there was another one at the 19-minute mark. I'm like, I was like, okay, I can't believe this. Like, how many recaps throughout the whole movie? It was insane.
That first one is so, like, there's so many moments in horror movies that are burned into my memory.
Oh.
That first, when Santa's in the road, oh, look, Sonny, Santa's right there. Here, let's help him. And the fact that Santa pulls the gun out right away.
Oh, doesn't even hesitate. Yeah. I understand that one. Fine. Do you want to do a recap? I mean, Friday the 13th has done it too. Fine. That's an important one to get an idea about the movie. But all the other ones, there really wasn't any need.
You could have showed that one, maybe like Ricky's, like they do in Friday the 13th. Maybe like Billy's first kill, and then Billy getting killed. Boom.
Right.
Do that in like
Correct.
2 minutes,
Correct.
like Friday the
Correct.
13th does.
Correct.
This one,
Yeah.
it's like we're gonna show you
His whole,
38 minutes.
his whole life. They literally showed every scene in the first movie. They just cut out some of the dialogue. It's really what it is. Because they even show the scene of I think the guy going down the stairs. The cop going down the stairs.
Oh,
in the
I know.
shed.
Oh, yeah, they showed all of it.
That's what I'm saying. They showed every
Yeah.
single scene just cut down because I mean
Crazy. They only cut out half the other movie.
the budget
nuts.
must have been so light,
It
and
was
maybe that's why they did.
$250,000. They shot it in 10 days of Ricky's footage, which makes sense. Tiny movie theater, probably some college theater because it's really small. Like there's 5 rows.
Was this budget much smaller than the first?
Oh, I would. My guess.
Because
would be that it would be.
just the deer kill alone, the
That's a
antler
great
kill
one, right?
was
Linnea
very cool.
Quigley, man, trash from Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, but that kill was
Love
like
her.
very, very, very cool. I mean, like this one, it's funny. Like I feel like in this one, he does like it's not like they're not creative kills. He uses a gun for most of the kills. It's like, which doesn't make sense either. So all right,
Except the car run, which we'll get into that when we get to that part.
there's a
So
lot
the
there.
first one's budget was $250,000. What do you think it did box office? Came out
$5 million.
November 9th, 1984.
$5 million.
TriStar put it up. 2.5.
Okay,
Pretty
that was
awesome.
right there.
So the original production company was Sleigh Ride Productions, distributed by TriStar. And then from there, none of the people's names that I'm seeing on this page versus the second one, it's like nobody from the first one. So I wonder how they got the rights. But yeah, so they basically just remade a movie. This movie bombed. It did $154,000 on a $250,000 budget. But the other one, you think about like movies that you remember, that movie poster alone.
Oh, yeah.
Of Santa's arm coming out of the chimney with the
That's
axe.
why I figured I had to see it because it is, a famous Christmas horror movie. I'm like, all right, I got to see it at least once. But I just wish I saw it not back to back with this one.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. So
Great poster. Like if you're at a theater thinking of what I should watch, the tagline is "You've made it through Halloween. Now try and survive Christmas." Pretty awesome. I might have to get that
I've
poster.
always seen that poster when my father had the video store, and I'm like, oh, again, I never watched these horror movies, and
Yeah.
so like they were so. I feel like the horror posters back in the day were so much more creative.
Oh, they had to be. I feel like those in like sci-fi because maybe.
Oh yeah.
The comedies weren't so crazy. It was usually like people from the movie on the cover. It wasn't like some crazy thing like Basket Case 3, and it was like a basket and like claws coming out of the side of it on a beach. Like, oh my god.
I remember one movie poster. I think it was called The Island or something like that. It was like an 80. I used to have the poster, I think, in my room. But it was you see an island in the ocean but you see a guy's arm out of the water with like a knife, and all you see is the arm coming out of the water, and he had like a tattoos on his arm and something
Awesome.
like that. I can't remember the movie, but I remember the poster. So, yeah,
The Island.
something like The Island, something like that.
Let's see. Yeah, The Island. Yeah, 1980. He has a skull and crossbones tattoo on his hand, and there's a boat in the distance too.
But all you see is does he have a knife?
Yeah, he has a knife in his
see?
hand,
See?
like an army knife.
Yeah, I remember that as a kid. That that
Wow,
poster
Michael
always-
Caine. Michael Caine, David Warner.
Oh, we're gonna have to ask Egan about this one.
Yeah, I'll have to watch this. I'm sure I
Okay.
can find it somewhere. I'm going to save that in my bookmarks. So
There you
yeah,
go.
so it's pretty wild that this movie they basically just recut the first one and just added what they could. But anyway, so we talked about like that first scene when Santa sees them, kills the dad, rapes the mom, then when she doesn't want it, chokes her to death. Which,
No,
he
he slices
yeah,
her neck.
Dude. Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't. And you know what's crazy? Like this guy doesn't seem like a murderer. He just seemed like he was drunk. Because if you, I don't know if you remember the first movie. Did you watch it recently?
Yes.
Okay, so he robbed the gas station. He was robbed. So he just seems like the fact that he just murdered. He was going to murder a kid. He murdered the father. He murdered the wife. I didn't think he was. Was this guy a serial killer beforehand? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Do you think he
surprised.
was just hoping that maybe it was like a single person to be able to take the car?
Yeah,
'Cause that's probably what he's trying to do is switch vehicles, but he didn't then because when Billy runs off, hides in the bush, the one bush that's there.
Yeah, I know.
And then Ricky's like a baby crying in the car, and I'm like, I don't know, is this guy? This guy killed 2 people. Bro, that's where he stops.
But he didn't even
Like-
give them a chance to get out. He's like, if you're trying to steal the car, you could have said, get out of the car. I'm taking your car. Like, he literally just shot him immediately.
Oh my
Like,
god. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Santa. How can we help you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he pulls the gun out right away, and she's like, ah!
Yeah. See, now I'd read like part 2 should have been like somehow Ricky finds this guy. Like they like somehow this guy. I don't know how they would connect
And Mother
it, but,
Superior, both of them.
well, yeah, Mother Superior, fine. I mean, like, and which happens. But I mean, like, like the movie could have been about this guy. Like he somehow gets a notice, like this, drunk Santa Claus who, whatever. I don't know, but that could have been good. Plus, how did Ricky and Billy leave that area? Because it was in the middle of the woods at night.
I know.
In the snow.
Somebody
somehow,
came down the road and find them. Yeah, I guess that's what it was. But the traumatizing thing is the best part is the picture.
Oh
so when they're doing all the pictures for Santa, oh, where's your pictures for Santa? And his is like Santa stabbed with a bunch of knives.
Yeah. I thought he was in a drawer, like, pretty much the scene he saw.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So, but I mean, and you know what? I got to tell you, like, that kid did a good job acting. Like, I mean, because again, I just watched the first one. I thought he was a pretty good. Because
he was good.
You could see, like, he seemed like a nice kid.
Good. I think all the people in the first one are good at. They play the roles perfect. The guy that owns the toy store, who's a big character.
Oh, he's had tons of stuff. He's had tons of stuff.
Always that. The cop was perfectly goofy. Like it is.
Right. I mean, compared to the second one, there's no. The only thing with the first one is that toy store was like the shadiest, disgusting, small. It was like a flea market. It was like a It was like a dollar store. That's what it looked like inside.
And this is where I have a note. This movie is legit using full scenes from the first.
Well, I have 16 minutes in, and we're about to see the kid get the belt by Mother Superior.
God.
But I mean, we're only 16 minutes. We're 16 minutes in already, and
Yeah.
there hasn't been any new movie yet. It's all been these flashbacks.
Except Ricky talking to the shrink for a minute. The orderly coming in, looking at him. How about the nun beating the crap out of the? So what was that guy? A janitor having sex with the nun? She beat the shit out of them. They were having sex.
Yeah.
That was insane.
But they show this a lot in movies where people look through the keyhole. Can you really see clear through a keyhole? I never looked through a keyhole.
We have a Victorian house. You can see through the.
So you've peeked?
I've looked through the keyhole and see.
So you're peeping. So when someone's changing there and staying there, you're peeping.
These kids are not sleeping with the doors closed.
Okay. All right. The close up of that scene though of those two having sex when in the first movie, they literally start with the guy's hairy foot and they go up his hairy leg to his hairy ass. Like the camera went so slow up there. The whole it was like they really it went a long time. I mean, the way they do like sex scenes even in this movie, it was so dramatic. The sex scene, and it was long. Like it was almost like you forget you're watching this stupid horror movie because they're almost like
this one turned into like a Skinemax movie. I felt
like it was like
the music.
It was a love story.
Like,
oh my gosh, it was so ridiculous.
But yeah, the nun just beating the crap out of that couple.
Yep.
That was insane. And then I think I pissed at Billy for seeing it and beat dude. Him getting beat was rough, man.
Yeah. But again, I think the kid did a good job. I think the kid he didn't. I don't think he overacted. I think he came across very innocent. Of the things he was doing. He was just traumatized, and I thought he was a good actor. I was curious if he ever did anything after this because he was good.
I don't know.
So, but yeah, we're at 19 minutes now, and our fourth recap in 19 minutes.
Yeah.
So
and Ricky's feeling is this is when we hear more of the shrink when he says, "Oh, you're my 13th shrink. Oh, that's my lucky number." Yep. That's what he's feeling when he's talking to him, and the guy's changing the tape. He's feeling his brother's story because he starts shaking. Right? He's like,
"Yeah." And so the next one is the one with the antlers, right? So,
oh my god, dude,
that's it. So here's something I noticed in this movie.
No, the antlers not yet. That's not his first kill. We have to get to the toy store first, right?
Is it? Oh, I
don't think he did.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I guess
the next scene. No, the next scene's the best, dude. Well, not the best. Well, first we get the worst is when she ties him to his bed and doesn't let him come out. And then when Santa comes, you're gonna go there. You're gonna apologize. And you're gonna sit on his lap, and he punches him, and he flies. Santa flies across the room.
Yeah. Does he have super strength?
I think he does. Well,
do they
these guys are kind of superhuman. Like Michael Myers, we kind of know. Jason.
Yeah, but wait a second. Michael Myers is dead. Like he's not human.
No, he's not dead. Michael Myers is not dead.
He's a human person.
He's a human person.
He doesn't die in any of the movies?
No. He's not a zombie in any of them.
Oh,
No.
that's so stupid. They can't stop this guy from doing this murder spree. That's
Maybe
out,
like one of them they bring him back or something, but I think they forgot that lore. But I don't think so. I think he's always just escaping.
Oh my gosh! And he moves so slow, but he's escaping. So stupid. That's why I hated Halloween. I never watched Halloween. It's so stupid. It makes no sense that this one guy is killing everybody, but he's human and no one can catch him. Yet he walks everywhere.
Come here. Hey, let me catch you. No, but these guys are superhuman.
Okay,
Like,
they are because I mean,
feel nothing.
the way they pick. I mean, was it the first one or when he was it the first one when he picks the guy up and he chokes him with the wire? That was his first. Oh, at the toy store.
That was it. Yeah. That's
The
what
lights.
Toy Story.
But he's off the ground. The guy. There's no
know.
way any man is unless you're like the Big Show. You're not picking anyone up and putting him against the wall like that. And he does that like he's super. And again, throwing people and stuff like for some reason they give him super strength. That's all.
And he goes crazy right away because then after that flashback, we got to another flashback of him at 18 getting the job at the toy store.
Yep.
They show him right dressed as Santa because in the original, there's like a few scenes of him working in the toy store, right? He's not Santa on the first day.
He's not Santa. No, he's not Santa. They had a meeting and they needed a Santa for that one day.
That's
he
what I
wasn't
mean.
Santa.
But I'm saying in this movie they cut right to him as Santa because they say, "Oh, it fits perfect."
They cut
in this movie,
right? Because they go right to the girl. Him telling the girl, "You'll be punished." The girl sits on his lap.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
In the original, if you've never seen the original and saw this, you're like, why are they really piecing these?
He's a model.
Together?
He's a model worker. He worked great. Like he was super nice. I mean, yeah.
But once he's Santa, he says, "I punish naughty kids," and then oh my god, then he starts punishing them like Mother Superior, dude. Insane. And then the Santa song playing in the background when he's
my gosh.
Killing the douche that's kind of like get handsy with the girl, and then the girl.
I'm surprised he did that.
She's not smart.
No, but like,
No.
but like I thought they were friends, like, and he's only supposed to kill the people that are doing bad. She wasn't bad, so why was he killing her?
Yeah, but I guess because she seemed like she was gonna narc because there's only one survivor in this movie, and she plays it very smart later in the movie.
She does.
When a teenage Ricky.
Yeah.
That was like the only one that made sense because his girl later in the movie almost was smart and then she turned and then it screwed her. But as soon as the girl was like, "Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy."
Unless, though, it could be that he's also traumatized by sex and anyone who's doing it is considered naughty, whether it's rape or not, and I think maybe that's what it was. So
he can't have sex. So Billy never had sex because I guess if he did, he'd say naughty, naughty, naughty.
Yeah, but they might like that. The girl might like that.
Oh, she might, right? Yeah. She's like, "Oh yeah, baby, naughty."
Oh my gosh. So he kills those. Meanwhile, like first of all, the lamest party ever. I mean, God. The guy that owns the shop is so drunk, like so silly drunk, And the other woman.
Did they cut a kill in that scene? Because when those people were first talking, there's another blonde there.
No.
So
there's
she
four.
never died. She just left.
I don't even remember. There's 4 kills. So there's
no,
the
I
two.
know. Okay.
Yeah,
and
then
there's but I feel like
old
somebody
lady
left because I don't know where they go into the back. Those 2 die. Then the old guy dies, and he's like, "Hey, Santa." Hey.
Well, he dies first. The woman dies second. Yeah,
hers is pretty good.
She almost escapes though. She kind of like
pretty good. Sometimes she hides, and then again, just like Ricky later. Why aren't ever killers? I guess that'd be really a scary horror movie. A killer that runs. How about that? I guess Scream does that. I guess they sort of run, but they're clumsy. But what about somebody that's kind of? This guy fell and couldn't get up for a while,
and he's in good shape.
Almost made it out,
and he's in good shape. Like and if you're that woman, he didn't see her at all. Why did she get out of hiding spot? She thought knocking over cardboard boxes was gonna stop him for long,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that lady wanted to hook up with Mr. Sims, right?
Oh, maybe because it was only them two
like,
doing
Where
drinking.
are you? Yeah, it was them two, the other two, and then the 6-person Christmas party.
Oh, awful.
Oh my god,
Awful.
But she tricked him, and I go, "Oh, but she forgot. She tricked him to get the axe, but then she forgot he's Robin Hood. This guy's perfect with a bow and arrow." A toy store bow and arrow? They're selling arrows at a toy store? Real ones?
Ridiculous. And this is the 80s. No,
lawn darts were killing kids.
I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if they had real darts that could, But between him and Ricky, they don't miss on anything.
Oh,
think about Ricky with the gun later. He doesn't miss at all.
Has he
never
ever
shot a gun
fired
before.
A gun?
That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. It's funny. Like, I've gone to shooting ranges a few times, and even when the target looks like it's so close to you, it's still hard to hit, right? Because the gun moves when you're doing all that stuff. This guy is making he's like Mel Gibson, shooting everything like left and right. So again, this movie goes so over the top because there's also he has one Jason ability in this movie that I don't know if you noticed.
Teleports?
How many people does he sneak up on in this movie? Think about the movie theater.
The movie theater,
right there.
So the movie theater, we'll get to it a little more in depth when we get there, but big question. How does he get to that spot, and what happens to the person who was in that spot?
There's a lot of questions at the movie theater. But no, he does it. He does it with the guy in the alley. He sneaks up on people.
The alley.
The entire movie.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you. And there's one more. I think later on, he does he's out of the blue. No one sees him, and he's right there. It's just so ridiculous.
Oh man! And then now we get trash. We get Linnea Quigley.
Okay.
A little horror scream queen of the 80s and 90s, who's still crushing it, and her death the best.
Well,
that one is nuts.
No, it is good. But this is my question that happens before. So they're on the pool. I think on the pool table, right? They're about to have sex. She has no shirt on and no shorts on, right? So then she hears a noise, and she thinks it's a cat that she has to let in the house. So what does she do? She gets up, she puts her shorts on, and goes there without a shirt on.
Wow.
Why is she okay? That's the part. This is a two-part question. So one, she doesn't worry about the top, but she puts her shorts on over the underwear, and she's wearing underwear. That was important. And she opens the door with no top on. That's one. Two, when the other guy goes
tickets, baby, we need to get to 2.5 million.
When the other guy goes to look for her, what's the first thing he does? He put the shirt on. He's the one that put the shirt on.
He's cold. He's fine. She runs a little hot.
And he's wearing shorts, or something But he puts the shirt on. She doesn't, but she puts on shorts. That made no sense.
Oh my! And how about when he does the great lines in harmony? He's like, if this is some kind of joke. I'm gonna kill her, and then she's dripping blood behind her.
He didn't notice her hanging on the wall when he walked into the room. When you walk into a room, you pretty much, unless there's curves in the room, you see the entire room the second you walk in there.
And you notice something new, like a giant person on top of
literally him. That's right in front of him. It was to the right of him. You're not gonna. He's walking around, looking around, where is she? And literally is right behind her. But when they did that, and you see the antlers going through her body, out of her stomach, that was cool. That was pretty cool.
That was really good. And then the next scene's great. I forgot how amazing it was when the guy picks up the phone when he's fighting, when he kind of gets away from Billy, and the operator, it's punish, and the operator's like, sir, call 911. And then she hears a struggle, and she goes, is this a joke?
I didn't even hear that.
Then he gets thrown. Right, he gets thrown through the window.
He gets thrown. So first he grabs the poker or something. He holds his own against him because I think he hits him.
No,
he goes down a few times.
Good.
But then Billy rips his shirt off. Rips the guy's shirt off. Why? Was that even important in the scene? And then he takes the guy and not even tosses, launches him out the window. Literally launches. And I think he has all glass and stuff, stuck on him in the snow.
Yeah. And how about, so now we get the cops, and I forgot how crazy this was. It was very Halloween 4-ish, looking out for people that are dressed as dude, this is Christmas.
This is
Eve?
recap number 5, by the way.
Yeah. Recap number 5.
28
Christmas
minutes.
Eve. There's a lot of people that dress up. I don't know. I'm sure still, and go surprise their kids. They're an uncle doing it for nieces and nephews, and they pull a gun on a guy. They go into a woman's house, and the cop barges past her as they see the cop going through a ladder, and she's like, hey, Frank, what are you doing here? And they pull a gun instead of
in front of the little girl, and
insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
But how'd they know there was a Santa Claus killing people?
Oh, because of the. Oh yeah, how did they know?
Yeah, because of what? Because both kills happen inside a store
I know,
and
but
a
if you're
house.
in the first movie, nobody sees him yet.
No, he's inside the house. His kills are inside the house, and his
No,
kills
but
are
when
inside.
he's on the phone with the operator, he didn't say something about Santa Claus.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't remember.
There must have been something. I don't remember it.
There must have been something based on this movie. I don't think it needs anything.
No, I'm saying, but for the first movie's well done. I don't think it would have been. That'd have been a big plot hole if it was just like,
I
we're
don't
looking
know.
for Santa Claus. It's like, oh, that. Why would you know that?
All right.
I would think
That's
there
my-
would be something, but
Okay.
but it is good that whole like they're about to shoot that guy. Give you the fear of him almost getting shot in front of his daughter, and then the next one gets shot. Like that one's nuts.
Which
like,
one?
At the orphanage when they
Oh,
killed
yeah.
the fake guy. When
Yeah,
they
yeah,
killed
yeah.
The other
Well, they
guy.
didn't even, but they didn't even like question. Like it was, like, and again, in front of all these kids.
I know.
Like imagine being an actor, these young kids like this. Like I gotta imagine, like this has to be a little traumatizing. You know, all these
Yeah.
Santas, and you know, so yeah. Oh,
Insane. But
Yeah.
we skipped probably the best scene in the movie.
Oh, the sledding?
When we get two bullies that the first bully is old, the second bully looks 40. Like they're going to take these sleds and they're all around trees. And I love when they're going to call them punks and steal their thing. They're two like toboggan sleds. And he's like, "Oh yeah. Hey man, I'm scared to go. There's a lot of trees."
okay. First of all, there was not one tree on the trail they were going down, right?
In the next part, there was only the tree.
Yeah,
right
no.
in front of the- you're
Where
right,
where they started, there
Yeah.
were trees everywhere.
Uh-huh.
But first of all, what kind of bully steals a sled? Like,
I know.
are they really a good bully? Like, I mean, like, you know. But so, and he goes, "I'm afraid I'm gonna hit a tree." When they go down, they're going down so slow. You see
Yep.
them using their hands to push them down the hill. Like they're barely moving, and there's not one tree in sight. And they were afraid to go down. Yeah.
And the worst thing about sledding is, and I don't know why this is a positive thing, we just did it. We just had some snow. Me and my daughter went sleigh riding, and the phrase "this hill's a virgin," not good. You don't want to be the first one to go down because then it's not getting packed down. So you're going through like high snow. You're barely gonna move. So is that fun to go as slow as they
do you
were?
do you have a plan? Like, so how are you supposed to do it then? Because if no one goes, then you can't go. You're gonna wait for someone
you
else
gotta
to
keep
go.
going. I'm saying you got to keep
Oh, yeah.
going. You don't want to be excited to be the first one.
Well, maybe send your daughter first because she's lighter and she probably it won't sink. You know, you put someone a little heavier and sit
I want
on
to be
it.
heavier. I want to pack it down. I want to see her.
Yeah, but you're not gonna move if it's fresh snow and you sit on it. You're just gonna sink. You're not gonna go down.
I was doing it. I was going down.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Put my hands, get down there, get it going. But man, I do love the head chopped off. Is amazing.
It was very Friday the 13th type. You know, when he's
Yeah,
on a
the way he
motorcycle.
pops out.
Yeah, yeah. And no, but
Yeah.
and the way he kills him. Like
Oh
it was
yeah,
like
like part 5. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Okay.
Oh man, dude. So now we get Billy. Oh yeah, Billy killing the cop. Because this is the point of the movie. Like thinking back to the first one, which I saw I probably watched it last Christmas. That's probably the last time I watched it. But when he kills him, I'm thinking like he always kills people for a reason. Like Billy has a reason. Ricky sort of doesn't. He goes off on something. He doesn't have much. But Billy sort of has. And I'm thinking like maybe Billy. Did he see that other Santa get murdered? Is Billy killing the cop for killing the Santa? Because he says naughty to him, right? And then it hits him in the stomach. And then he drops down those stairs and he's done.
And we're, by the way, at the 40-minute mark.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been any new story yet. That's what I had it right there. Because now we're about to go to Ricky's, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess because the cop was, trying to catch him at that point, and he, you know, so that's why. But like how, like dopey was the cop? In the first movie, I mean, you know, even though it was well done, the way the cops jump around, like every time he had the gun, he jumped to the next corner. Like it was just so over the top. Like yeah. It's so funny.
And if that basement doesn't have access to the orphanage, I would just lock it.
It seemed like a weird basement to begin with. Like
I
it was
know,
in the middle.
It looked like a dungeon.
Yeah, it did.
It was
It did.
ridiculous.
It did.
But I do love when the little kid opens up. They're like, "Don't open that door." Mother Superior in the wheelchair. Don't open that door. And then boom, we get him coming in, and she yells the line, "There is no Santa Claus." But in the background, did you notice the one kid extra It wasn't like the Ricky kid in the background. It was another one in the top right. I should have screenshot it. And he has the biggest smile ever. And it's like, this does not fit. He's like,
my gosh.
everybody else is frightening. And he's like smiling so big.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. But
Well, maybe
the
he was
other cop
smiling because the
comes in,
movie's
right?
almost over. That's
Well, not if he's in the second one. Not if he knew this was
Okay.
going to be in the second one. But but no, dude, I love the cop when he comes in because I love the detectives in the beginning and the end. They're kind of the same. Their stance for shooting, they're very
Yep, yep.
nonchalant. But the way he shoots him, and then the other line, what is it? Santa Claus is gone.
Who's,
And then he
that's
dies.
that's what Billy says. Yeah.
Yeah. And he
But then you
dies.
get the look from Ricky, young Ricky.
We do get. He's taking it over. The axe lays at his feet. And then I wrote, is it like spin the bottle? Now your turn. It lays at his feet. Okay, you're in there.
I mean, I the ending, good concept. It lands right by his brother. His brother watches it happen. I'm all for that. I think they had a story here. Like they,
Yes.
I think even the first movie, I think it's a good story. I mean, like what kid wouldn't be traumatized? And but now you have this, the one with Ricky, and he sees red and he freaks out.
Oh,
That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Just seeing red now. So it's not even just Santa Claus. Now it's the color red.
The color red. Yeah,
So he can't drive then because then the red light must freak him out too.
yeah, then, oh, he's gonna go. He sees red. He goes. Not good, Ricky. How much of
Ridiculous.
the movie do you think was the interview scene? Out of the first 40 minutes, how much did we really see him and the shrink talking?
There really wasn't much, and
Like
I mean he does
8
some
minutes
talk
tops.
over. He does.
I know he does,
how
but
much-
I'm saying 8 minutes tops that you see them
If that.
interact.
If-
Isn't
I
there
would
he's
say if
changing the
that.
tape in the one. The tape's broken.
he lets Ricky hold the tape. Why would he let it? I mean, Ricky easily could have just ripped it apart. Like, this guy's a lunatic, and you're letting him hold the interview tape that you're trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think 8 minutes is actually more than it is.
More,
I would say
yeah.
closer to like 6. I mean, because like the scenes are usually we're pretty quick. Little dialogue and quick. I mean, if you stopped it from the beginning of a scene with him and a doctor, and then quickly started it
Yeah.
when it came back, I think you'd be closer to 5 or 6.
Yeah,
That's
I
how-
think you're probably right. Yeah, because there's
Yeah.
not that much.
There really
and
isn't.
There's really no dialogue back and forth. He asks questions about, but when he's like to the doctor, he goes, "Do you have any kids?" He goes, "No, we weren't blessed with being able to have any." He goes, "Oh." He's
His
just
acting, I can't.
He's
I
very
can't.
smug, dude. And then when he
Oh.
starts, now when he's telling his own story is the best. He goes, "Yeah, and I was adopted by the Rosenbergs. They definitely didn't get involved with Christmas." And then we get like home videos of him, and he's not even there that long, right? They're calling him son, and he's calling them dad, and then the mom's already fed up with him, right? It was almost like the dad only wanted him
No,
because when
I don't
he-
know about that
which-
because like
no?
when they were walking down the street and he saw red because first he saw the nuns.
Well, she was
walking,
annoyed
right?
at first. Oh, the nuns was crazy, right?
Yeah, but he was there. She was annoyed at first,
Yeah.
and then she felt bad. So I don't know if she was. I think she understood that he freaks out for whatever reason. I don't
Yeah.
think she was tired of him. I don't even. I'm trying to remember. How'd they die?
They didn't die. He just he got older. Oh no, the dad died. Remember the dad just died.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
He
'cause
didn't
he
kill
got
them.
to-
He loved
right.
them. He goes, my stepdad.
Yeah,
died,
that's right.
dad
That's what I'm
died.
saying. So I
It
don't
was
think.
just
I don't
me.
think. Yeah, I don't think they got tired of him. I just think. I think.
No,
they were
because
just-
remember they brought him back and they talked, and then that's when he was like, "I thought Mother Superior told me that in 3 months he'll get over this whole Santa Claus thing." I guess he sort
you're
of
right.
did.
You're right.
And then the dad says the line, "Oh, come on, I just want to go I want to go home and just hang out with my son, damn it." That's what he said. And it's like, all right. And now we get 5 years later, he looks like a man. And dude, this scene of him peeping on the couple, and again, another guy that starts off going like
Like I
maybe
said, another-
green light, and then rapey. Like quick.
There's like I think there's like 3 of these in like between the first and second movie. Like they
Yeah.
have like I mean it's a little too much. But and this is a guy he's dating her. Like it's like
Yeah.
they've been together before.
It's like, hey,
I
I
just-
want to do it. Can we go all the way? And she's like, yeah, but not here. Some other time. And he's like, come on. When I see something I like, I want it. I'm like, what?
How many 80s movies do you have these people in the middle of a park having sex
Friday
all the
the
time?
13th, Part 5.
Oh, okay,
Two
and
times, yeah.
no, but all the time. And let's say if you are going to do that in a park, Most likely, I don't think people are going to get naked. I think you're just going to do it. Right? You don't
Yeah.
need to take their clothes off. They're always naked, like in the middle, in a public area all the time.
Yeah.
That
And
must-
this is
it
where
must
he
have been a big
sees
thing.
the flashback of his brother's POV. So this is his brother's POV of seeing
Correct.
his parents die
Correct.
behind the bushes.
Correct.
And then he goes, naughty, in the same cadence that he never heard before. And then he just starts going, dude,
So
would
stupid.
he, dude, I do love, again, is he, you're right, the teleporting thing the first time is when the guy gets the beer, right? He grabs like a cooler.
Oh
out of
yeah,
his front
see, you're
seat.
right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then he walks up, and then what? Then he's in the car,
I'm telling
ready to drive with the keys.
And the guy leaves the keys in the car. Like
Yeah.
I mean, like, you just made a point. You know what? Maybe what they should have done in the first movie is somehow the soul of his brother went into Ricky.
Maybe
That would
yeah.
explain all these
It makes a
flashbacks.
little bit more sense, right? Yeah.
Well, it would explain why he knows all these things.
Yeah.
The fact that, like you said, he has the memory of him peeping makes no sense. Like it makes no sense. So yeah. So
Oh my god! But dude, and then when he's going back and forth over his body, and then he stops, and you just see like the hand and a twitch because he's really not. But it is such a horrific looking scene the way you see the car, and when the girl walks up, again, she was the only smart one in this movie. I was like, why would she make eye contact? But then she said thank you and walked away. And I wrote, even if she thinks he's crazy, you can't say that to a crazy person.
okay, but she seemed way too calm. This was a guy she was dating, regardless of what he
Yeah.
was trying to do. He just got murdered in front of you, and you say thank you.
Yep.
Like I mean, that's insane. That's insane.
And what do you think happened a week later when they were questioning people about his death? She's the number one suspect. Oh, well, why didn't you tell? Oh, you saw a guy murder and didn't say anything about it?
You didn't report
I
it?
was scared, right?
Mhm.
She's in jail right now.
You're right.
She's still
She
in
is.
jail right now, probably.
Okay.
And then the next voiceover is great when we cut to him like working, throwing trash out, and he goes, "My old lady couldn't afford to send me away to college. I had to get a job taking out garbage and shit."
Why does he have a chip on his shoulder? Like what?
don't
Like
know.
what in his life does he have? Because again, this is before he gets arrested. Before he starts
I guess
really
because he was
killing.
in an orphanage, he just thinks like, "Oh, I really got to work for everything."
He's like a grown up Oscar the Grouch.
He is. He really and he trash. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
And likes garbage day. I mean, but he acts like he's literally grumpy the entire movie. I mean,
The guy squeezing the guy for money is amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
And he's like beating the shit out of him. He's like, "You better have the money by Monday." And then he kicks him and he goes, "You know what? On second thought, I hope you don't have it on Monday so I can do this to you again."
talk about a hacky acting job. He's another one. He was like ridiculous. He's got the big trench coat. They're in a dark alley. Why are they meeting in a dark alley?
So I
Like,
guess that's where you meet your bookies. I wouldn't do
Ridiculous.
that. I would meet it under a streetlight so people can make sure that I'm still there. But dude, this is a great kill scene too. Like again, for this movie being not good and using most of the other movie, this is a pretty cool kill. Like I kind of like this one.
Why would there be a brand new umbrella just sitting right there? I mean, it was clean. It's sitting in the garbage. It looked brand new right out of the box.
It
That's
was
first of all.
clean.
It was
Somehow.
clean. Well,
It
it did get dirty, but I'm gonna say the way he died is like impossible. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, and then
And
even the way
even-
he threw him, that's a
Oh,
big guy. The guy
that's what I'm saying.
he
That's the strength.
Flies in the air into cardboard, perfectly placed soft cardboard to cushion the landing.
And this was a sneaky part because he was walking out and he was right there. He didn't see him until he didn't notice him right there. I'm telling you, if you watch this movie again, which I hope you don't, but if you do, you'll notice there's scenes where he's a little cheek to somebody when they didn't even notice. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god, dude, insane. So now he gets him with the umbrella. He says naughty. He opens it up. It looks really good. And now, how about when Ricky gets hit by a car, right? The next
girl.
scene is when he meets the hot blonde.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
Correct. Who hits him though?
Oh,
The girl hits
yeah.
him, or is it?
the hot blonde hits him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
Don't you find that kind of
Insane.
weird though? Like if you're single, you hit a girl, And then you start dating her? I mean, I don't know.
How'd you meet mom? That's what I wrote. How'd you meet dad? Well, I hit him with the car, which is kind of Back to the Future, right? How'd you meet? Oh, dad hit him with the car. That's
well, he fell out of a tree. I mean,
well, he fell out of the tree, peeping, and he got hit by a car.
No, he landed on the bike. Was it the bike or the car?
No,
I thought
car.
he got a bike. Oh, it was a car. Okay.
That was the whole story, and then Marty McFly took over that minute.
I got you. Okay.
Memory.
Okay.
When he almost slept with his mom.
Gotcha. Yeah. Ew.
Yeah, so now we get again. This is where it cuts from that. They fell in love right away. We get boobs. We get like this
a montage though. It's like a montage. It's a very like if you saw this scene, like you walk in on it, you're thinking you're watching, like I said, a Cinemax or like a love story, because like they have the motorcycle ride. They have like the sex scene is like like music in the background. It's like so not what the movie was. Like it's such a out of place scene. Like it was ridiculous. And again, they did the same thing. The camera goes from the foot all the way up the hairy leg, all the way. Like it likes to do like the full picture of zooming in on everything. Yeah. It's ridiculous. So okay.
Oh my god. Not podcast related. The Knicks just came back and won. If you're a Knicks fan listening, this is way in the past. But yeah, Brunson,
awesome
3-pointer at the end, took the lead. Just got an alert.
He's
very cool. Makes it even easier to keep talking about.
You take Brunson or Carmella?
Oh, Brunson easy. I love Carmelo. Just Brunson's a better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's a better scorer, could create better. But yeah, that was an insane comeback. So now I do love when they're at the movie theater.
Oh,
because now she's looking at him like, what am I dating? Because he's so excited for a movie that's coming out called Chaos, the motion picture that you've been waiting for. And she's
not excited. He didn't know what it was about. He took it in the movies, but he says this movie's about a Santa Claus. He made a comment about it.
No, he doesn't know that. But I'm saying the trailer was on.
Yeah.
The trailer for Chaos, the movie you've been waiting for.
I got you.
She looks at him and it almost is weirded out because he's excited. It's like people are excited for action.
Yeah, but look at the guy she dated before him.
Oh my!
So she doesn't have the.
What is that?
So she doesn't have the best taste
in the movie theater. Like they don't talk.
How?
You get a guy that has bleached blonde hair, and you could see the brown. It's so bad.
And he has a lazy eye, a bad lazy eye.
And how about the other girl in the movie theater? Like, hey.
Oh, well, this whole scene is so absurd. First of all, the movie theater looks like it literally has about 6 chairs in it. Right?
It's like Rutgers has a movie theater that they have on campus. It is only like 10 rows. That makes this look like so small.
I have one.
It's
funny.
Rows.
I have one in town. It's a tiny movie theater. It literally has like just one walkway, but like 2 seats on each side. Like it's like when I first walked in there, I'm like, whoa! Like it's so small. Like I've never. Weird. It's very weird. It's very weird to see. But yeah. I mean, first of all, okay. So it's this tiny movie theater. The heckler. Now, how old do you think he is?
Oh, dude, he is really old. We get those two.
But he acts like a 5-year-old.
I know. They're like mid-20s. And then you get the older couple right behind them.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, the fact that the guy's like, hey, let's go start the movie. And then when they start...
And he's doing the sounds like that. I'm like, no one does that. Like, I mean, like I get the heckling part, but like he's now he acts like a 5-year-old of like now making the noise of the movie. Like it was just so ridiculous.
And the kissing, he does the
it's just, again, a middle schooler. Like he acts like a middle schooler. Yeah.
Then he says,
Ricky's starting to get annoyed.
Says the very derogatory F word, and I'm like, whoa, dude. And that's when he's like, whoa. And then she is like backing him up. She kind of eggs him on, even though she doesn't want him to do whatever they saw with his leg in the air. That was a bizarre scene that we got. But when she's like, well, we know that's not true.
So bad. But you notice how the guy was eating his popcorn? He was throwing it up in the air, like 8 at a time, like again, like a kid would do. Like they made him act like such, really, like it's so stupid. So, and this is where the first real good teleport happens.
Oh, I know, but before that, so when she says the Santa horror movie is when it triggers him, and he says the word punish. He looks back at that guy, then Chip, that X comes in, really weird, and. So when Ricky switches with the guy, because the guy's talking to his friend and making jokes, cutting back and forth, they cut back again. Ricky's in that seat. What happened to the friend? Did he kill the friend? Did the friend leave that fast? Like, see that?
Yeah, but he only killed. If he killed him, it's basically by the time he turned his head, like that's how fast the kill and Ricky moved. It's just so stupid.
Or if he left. Both options are insane. And
maybe he went to the bathroom.
realistic.
Maybe he's at the bathroom.
It was that fast. You think he got up that quick? Because we saw him in the shot before. But when they're like, what's that sound? And you just see the guy's legs in the air and you hear like a sound. It's like, oh my God, dude. Crazy.
But why didn't they show it? Like they again, budget wise, they could have showed. They didn't show like that kill was not a.
They showed
like,
nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
And then Chip, what's his deal, dude? Why is he sitting outside of her house with? He has a battery connected.
He has a
and
date.
He's, like,
he's at a
working on
date.
his car. No, that he's at a date. But the next scene,
No,
when
but I'm saying,
when they're strolling down the
before
street-
you go there,
Oh, I know.
he's hitting on her while his date's standing in the aisle.
Yeah. She pops in at the end, right? She's like, "Come on."
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
But yeah, what is he doing at her house?
Yes. And then he walks up to him and gets right into he speaks. And then he says, I fucked her brains out in the back of Old Red. And I'm like, Jesus. And then Ricky's like, I said that's it. And he grabs the battery and shoves it in his mouth. Her face is like, holy shit. Not the best effect, but for a movie that this low of a budget, well, it looks good enough, like, to be honest. But, dude, and then she makes the bad mistake of panicking, like, what's wrong with you? And then her death was like, he just was like, I'm going to grab whatever I can and choke you to death.
But you act like if you were in that situation, you'd be so calm that you'd be able to escape.
Me? I'd run.
Yeah.
I'd run the opposite.
Wait, you would run and then sound like that?
Help, help. That's what I would do. I would like be screaming. But the fact that he's that fast to be able to rip off the antenna and choke her with it?
It's ridiculous. It's this is where it starts to go really out of control.
Oh, it's
and like his killing. So, you know, at least in the first movie, he's got a reason why he's killing everybody he is, right? You know, it's a Christmas related thing. Here, there's no reason why he's killing anyone, and it's definitely no reason why he goes on this killing spree. Like there's no connection to anything that happens in the first movie with this next couple kills.
How about the cop that comes up like at the perfect timing? Not like he was called, and he kind of gave you like the Riddler vibes, like the actor Frank Gershwin who played the Riddler. When he comes up and he's like, "Hey, buddy," because he sees like the two bodies right there,
Yep.
And then he goes, "Okay, I'm gonna ask you to put your hands behind your back, not like lay on the ground. No, you're gonna stand in whatever like attack position that you want to." And then he gets shot right in the head. What is going on? Why would you? A guy murdered somebody.
Where did he get the gun?
He took it from him.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He took it from the cop very quick.
Why was the cop that close to him?
Because he's stupid. He was a
That's what I'm
moron and
saying.
just told him to turn around.
Well, I mean, listen, they do make all the cops in this movie and the first movie stupid. I mean, even later on when they have him and then Ricky's going to shoot himself, they're like, "No, buddy, don't do that." Like they're like, I mean, like you know, like they're just like, I mean, they are really stupid. But this is where when he sees the gun in his hand and he's like doing his giggle now, and you know,
my God, dude, when the guy comes outside in the football jersey, like he's watching Sunday football, he goes, "Hey, what the hell was that noise out there?"
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Pah," and then he gets shot. The guy bringing his trash out, garbage day.
But he's going. Why is he going on his killing spree? Like, why is it makes zero sense? And like we said before, he doesn't miss one person. Everything is one shot. Like he's able to kill everybody with one shot.
For people who have not seen the clip online, here's Garbage Day for you.
Oh boy.
The garbage cans.
Garbage Day! Huh? No!
That laugh. Oh my gosh.
What? No. You know what? If I knew that I was going to get shot, I wish I could think of something that would really make that guy think forever, right?
Well,
No,
I saw this one clip of this guy like starting a fight with someone, and then the guy was much smaller, and right before they were about to like throw hands, the guy took his clothes off.
Oh yeah, we talked about that guy.
Yeah, and the guy started laughing.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe like if you do something like
Maybe that would work.
That would work. Wasn't that in MacGruber? He puts like a celery in his ass and he walks around like a chicken.
He does. Yep. Yeah. But like, if you could just say something and make them like think, maybe like not to shoot you, or even if they do shoot you, they're like, God, what the hell? What was he talking about? The treasure's buried by the old tree in the park.
You think anything you have to say would stop someone who just killed 3 people that they're gonna like? I don't think so.
Well, he doesn't know that. This guy doesn't know. He's bringing his trash out.
Look, Pauly Shore.
Oh my God, amazing! Just so good. So, and I wrote, was that guy naughty because garbage day was the next day and he was taking his trash out too early?
Well, no, he was naughty because he had recycling in his garbage.
Oh, he did.
That's
one
naughty.
Tomato can. One little tomato can fell in.
So stupid.
How about
so
the car? Dude, this scene, did you watch very intently? This scene's crazy. I should have pulled that clip, but if you guys haven't seen it, it's free on Tubi. But, dude, when he shoots the car that's coming at him and then it perfectly hits the ramp,
oh my god!
And that car flips, it almost hits the stunt.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yes,
like
he was very close to it.
Dude,
when,
he did he stood, he tried to stay chill, and then he did like a little dip.
Yeah.
And he dude, that was nuts.
It was pretty close. But when he's walking around now, this is where he looked very animatronic. He literally was he had like, he tried almost like he had like a strut going, but like it was so stiff and like it just, I mean, really, I think a kid who's in a middle school play could probably act better than the way he acted. I didn't look at his IMDb, but I can't imagine he was on a lot of stuff before this. Like, what was he in that they said, you know what, this guy's a great actor, we got to have him for our movie? Chris?
Yeah, you know what? My brain was broken because now it makes sense. All the reason he's in there was the stuff we just talked about. We were talking about like, why is he in there? What kills? The ones that we just were covering. So all that happened before this, because then when this is over is when we see the shrink dead and the window's open.
Yeah, but when he's talking to the shrink, he says, "I've never told anyone this," and he starts talking about the kill. I don't remember which kill he was talking about, so I thought he was telling the shrink about all this stuff.
No, you're right. But I'm saying in the beginning, I said, we were talking about like, why is he in there? Oh, these kills that that he just described and we saw. All of this stuff is why he's in prison. And
but he said he never told anyone about those kills.
Yeah, maybe he just never went into detail about what it really happened. Maybe they just found the body and he never talked about it.
Oh my gosh!
But that's what it is. That's so funny. I was like, I don't know why I just put that together, because I just like reading it. After watching it, I'm reading my note and it says like, oh wow, I wrote, whoa, he killed the shrink, and we hear a voiceover, and he's killing the orderly. We hear him like a voiceover, hey, get out of here.
You know what's funny? It was probably someone else's voice, because he didn't say 2 words in the beginning of the movie. So
we did hear a struggle, yeah. Shit, we don't want him in SAG. We don't want him in SAG.
He literally acted like he was probably non-SAG for the day, and his eyes.
The Santa outside the store's death is really good. That's one I really like, because he's doing like what is that called when they're always outside? Red Cross. They're doing the Red Cross, ringing the bell.
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army. Yep. And we hear it because we
clearly
know
you walk right past them every time you're at the store because you didn't know who they are.
Always give. I love.
Oh yeah, you're not pretending to be on the phone when you walk by them.
I do that with the Boy Scouts. And not because I don't want to, because the Girl Scouts.
Because you have to have like a 50-foot rule that you're not allowed to be around them.
Yeah, I'm allowed to be near Girl Scouts, elementary schools, but not Boy Scouts. But no, when the Girl Scouts like, okay, $6 a box, you know what it is? The one time, I'll never forget this outside of the liquor store. The kid's like, oh, do you want to buy some popcorn? I'm like, popcorn, right? That's cheap, right? $20.
Yeah.
And all I remember is like, I'm looking at my wallet, I'm like, do I just say no now? I was like, oh, this sounds great.
You already committed. You're already committed. Did you walk away?
Down.
Oh, you did.
I
so you did.
him.
Yeah. If you're gonna tell the kid,
wasn't that good?
Well, I can't believe you're surprised that fundraiser popcorn is expensive. You thought it was.
But they were in the ones that they were displaying were like the ones you put in the microwave. This was like the only one that they really had was like this big pack of them. You couldn't buy them individually.
Of course.
I was thinking I could buy one for $4 or something.
No. You know what? It was probably a smart kid. He's like, we got to sell them all. I'm not gonna be able to sell eat every one of them. I'm going to sell the
Let's
one
get this
sucker
more-
off
Let's
them.
get this more on 20. Sure, kid.
So you know what? You're right. They're probably $1 each, but you paid for 20 of them.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, but the stunt of him almost getting hit
Yeah.
was nuts, man.
Yeah.
But the cops, man, dude, when he fakes shooting himself, how do they fall for that?
And how quickly the cops turn. Like they were like, "Put your hands up." And they're like,
Yeah.
"No, buddy, don't do that. You don't want. There's so much more life to go." Like they were talking so calm with him, you know.
Yeah.
And did Ricky know there's no bullet in there? Because he did. It does click it.
Oh, I know. I don't know. I don't know what his problem is. But when to go back to the Salvation Army, when that kill is really cool, and then he's in the Santa outfit, because then we just hear like, oh,
And it fit perfectly.
Oh, how about something for the children? And then he's dead.
Yeah.
And no one's around. This Santa's not great strategy. Salvation Army in a dead end.
I was gonna say, why was he standing out there? There's literally no traffic whatsoever.
Yeah,
No foot
spot.
traffic. Yeah. Okay.
Ricky has the suit and he's at the phone book. He calls Mother Superior. I'm like, he found her pretty quick.
Okay. What? By the way, what does he look up? Mother Superior in the yellow book.
Mother Superior. I think the Beatles.
He knows.
song.
He knows her first. He knows her name, because she doesn't.
Superior
Her name
Mother.
I mean, but really, he's looked her up and found her. He doesn't know her name. Like
David
like Mother
Superior, Joseph Superior, Molly. Oh,
Mother Superior.
Right there.
So stupid.
she
that he
is.
And how did he get to her house? He's walking everywhere.
Oh, see, that's the one thing I was like, yeah, he got
Okay.
there very quick.
He got there quick, and okay, so there's quite a few questions in this part too. But one, you noticed that the house number, right?
Yeah, why? Why was it 666? Why?
That made okay. First of all, she's a nun.
Yeah.
She would be so far away from that house if it was 666. That's first of all.
Mm-hmm.
So why would she rent a house that's? I mean, just so. Are they trying to say that she's the devil? Like that's why she's so mean? Like again, maybe that would have been. You know, she's like she really was like Nurse Ratched in the first movie, right? She was just like, but like
it was scary.
if she was possessed something like that, then fine. You know, like, it works great. But she's not living in a house that has 666 on it. That was
No.
And what the hell happened to her face?
Yeah, that was one thing I was thinking. That there was nothing at the end of the first one that something.
No,
happened
she had
to
a
her,
stroke.
right?
She had a stroke. She had a stroke.
I know, but it looks like
But-
her face is burnt.
Yes, it looks like burnt. It looks like it was like she fell into lava and like it just like
Yeah.
I mean bubbles all over. I mean like I don't know what they were going for. Like yeah, there was nothing like it made no sense because she looked creepy as anything. I mean like it looked awful, you know. So okay,
Oh my god, man! But yeah, the fact. How about she has multiple wheelchairs and she's able to sneak away from him in a wheelchair because he just starts breaking everything, breaking like the TV.
Okay.
and he's barely moving.
First of all, that house has so many doors that lead to other rooms. Like literally, like she was able to get around. But I wrote the same thing down. She has a wheelchair upstairs. How'd she get upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, she lives alone, and then she has one downstairs for when she gets downstairs. Unless
Well, isn't there other people in that house? Because remember that we saw other nuns.
not
Oh,
in
no,
that
the
house.
other
No,
nun
she's
was with-
retired. She's retired.
Oh yeah. The other nuns are at the orphanage, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
she-
remember
she-
they go.
she-
The kids are down. Time for some wine.
and she had a
Yeah.
stroke, so she's living alone right
Yep.
now. But
Yeah.
why would she have two wheelchairs, and why would she have upstairs at all? Like she should. There's no way she. Unless the only way she gets down is the way she got down later in the movie. throwing
Oh
herself.
my god! Just like flying down the stairs. Oh
Like
my God.
if what do you think is worse? Like I'm either gonna get stabbed or I'm just gonna break my neck as I'm flying down, which doesn't happen because she gets right on the wheelchair and wheels around even more.
Yeah. But the way she peeps around the corner when he's in the room smashing stuff, and you just see her go out, and you see her look over, and he doesn't see her yet, and then when she gets to the edge of the stairs, and he's coming, and she just throws her body down.
Okay,
dude.
well
It is-
before she does that, she rams into the door that he's trying to get into multiple times, really hard. Like her wheelchair, she goes.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you're moving a wheelchair that fast to be able to push the door shut the way she was doing. Like it was almost like it was a remote control and someone's pushing a button and she like wheelchair was flying into the door. She's wheeling it herself. She's not going that fast to shut the door. Like ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Trying to see if I can find something. So what's the next part after this? This is when the cop shows up, right? So Ricky like kind of wants to get caught at this point because This is when the cop is able to walk in, right? Because
This is where I stopped taking notes, by the way. So yeah, the cops.
Dude, this is when. No, this is another great scene too. Because the nurse that is with the detective that we see a little bit throughout these scenes. I don't know. Maybe she was sort of attractive, but she was kind of flirting with the detective. They get to the house. Oh, Mother Superior.
They
you're
see
okay.
Mother Superior. Correct.
Dude, and her head falls off.
Yeah. Ridiculous. So,
Yeah.
and I think, is there a decapitation in the first movie?
The
The sledding. The sledding. Yeah, okay. So they
of
have
course, because we already
Yeah.
saw that. You don't have to think
Yeah,
about.
that is true.
Did I see this?
No, but I was
yeah.
wondering, was there another? Were there 3 or only 2 beheadings?
In this one, just 2, right?
It'd be funny if they used the same head for both of them to save on money.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. So
He also
we
does,
have-
by the way, he does a shining thing. Actually, they both do. I think Billy does it too in the first movie. Doesn't he use an axe against the door in the first movie?
yep, and he pops his head through.
And
yeah.
so does Ricky. Ricky
Yep.
with the it's ridiculous.
With the nun.
Like you can't. Although, I mean, like I get it, but at the same time, like The Shining kind of ruined it for everybody else. So
I
anybody
know.
else that
Nobody
does it,
else could do that cool
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
It's just a ripoff.
But meanwhile, that's probably something that's very common for anyone to do. You try to get it, but
if you're
because
trying
The
to get
Shining
in,
did
you
it,
gotta make a hole in it with an axe, and you pop your eye through it. Who doesn't? Uncle Buck does it, but
Yeah.
he uses a drill gun, portable
So
drill
good.
gun, which
Uncle Buck is the best.
yeah. So now Ricky gets shot. That's all that happens, right? The cops walk in, they see him. He raises the axe. It's like he wanted to get caught. He gets shot a bunch of times, but then they do the whole he's alive.
Ridiculous, so ridiculous, and he's not even in the third one, right? I don't think
Yeah,
you
he
think
is.
he's. Oh,
Bill
he's alive.
Moseley, Chop Top from Tech Chainsaw Massacre 2.
And from White Zombie,
Plays-
the zombies. What's his
Yeah,
movie?
he's in Rob Zombie movies.
Devil's Rejects.
Yep.
Wait, he plays
he's
Ricky.
in the third movie as Ricky. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Might have to do that. Well, I love all the sequels that that the next ones in the installments, the last 2 movies we covered. You're like, oh my gosh.
Wait, so does
Graboid Poison. Oh man.
listen? You know what? I'll take Graboid over this. I mean,
Wow.
as bad as listen, this movie is bad, and I again, if we're doing annoying characters, he's number 1. I mean, like he was awful. So, but are there flashbacks in the third movie?
I don't know.
Could you imagine
I
they had
was thinking
flashbacks
maybe
in the
that-
first and second movie in the third?
Yeah. So then the other third.
It's only
movie's
10 minutes
really
left.
25. Yeah. Amazing. So one thing that I found when looking online, because I'm like, let me see if I can see anything cool. So now we have a sketch that Eric Freeman, the actor, did 6 years ago.
6 years ago? Like
So
recent.
this sketch was, yeah.
You can leave now.
So now we get a kind of like remake of the scene that we saw in the second movie,
Does
but
he
it's
act
him
diff-
playing.
Thoughts or
So
regrets about what
it's
happened?
him being Ricky. If people want to watch it, you can find it on YouTube. It's Eric Freeman is
course I
Ricky
regret
today,
what happened.
and he did like this sketch where he pretends to be Ricky from the original movie,
Okay,
from the second movie.
my guess is he's going to go into it a little differently. He's going to act a little bit more serious.
Oh, in that sketch, yeah.
Yes,
I'm not gonna fully watch it, but
No,
you know what? You're probably right. I
And-
did watch
and
like
so-
a minute of it and was different tonally because he was actually acting.
That's what I'm saying. So, and I think it's like he's probably been getting either hate mail all these years or like made fun of, and he's probably got to the point where like, you know what, I'm going to show him how I really wanted to do it, but the director didn't want me to. No, I think he acted the way he wanted that because he thought that was cool until he realized how bad it was. Because
Yeah.
I mean, like, I bet you he's doing it now to show that he has range. You know what, Ricky? It's a little too late. You're too old now to even like, go make a movie with Jamie Kennedy. He's not doing anything. So,
Oh man. So that's Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. I know you're not gonna want to recommend this, but for people, because it's the holidays, wherever people listen to it. Christmas is anytime you feel love in your heart. That's where you find it. I learned that from the Muppet Christmas Carol. But is there any other horror, like Christmas type of movies, or any Christmas, like non-normal Christmas movies that are action movies. Any you recommend?
Violent
Or
Night.
faves? Violent Night.
Have you
there's
seen
a
it?
sequel coming out for that. I never saw that.
It's great. It's Home Alone, but like Harbor is like Santa Claus, and he does all these, like he takes care. It's basically Die Hard and Home Alone mixed together.
All right.
And so I mean, it's violent. I mean, it's definitely it's not a horror. So it's got some funny. It's like funny moments to it, but it's a violent like comedy kind of thing. No, it's definitely Beverly D'Angelo's in it.
Oh,
I think, yeah. So
who's
yeah,
she? Mrs. Claus?
she's one of the homeowners there. No, she's again. It's this rich house where these I think John Leguizamo is like the burglar that
How
comes
did you
in
say
there.
his last name?
Isn't it Leguin? I don't know. Now, wait, John
John
Leguizamo. Like whatever.
Leguizamo.
He's not doing anything anyway. So, but yeah, it's a good movie. It's definitely entertaining. And I just read they're
right.
doing a second one, so you should watch that. I would say that one. So, or wait until the second one comes out.
Yeah, we should cover that. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to think if there's any there's so many of those movies, like obviously Die Hard and Die Hard 2 are Christmas movies because they're set around Christmas. But then movies that have like a rando Christmas tree, like in Cobra, has like a Christmas tree in a scene. The Invasion
Lethal Weapon.
USA
Does Lethal Weapon
that
Christmas
is a
time?
Christmas movie. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But that isn't as centric on it. It's just that the movie is taking place in December. But the reason that like Die Hard, the reason he's out there is for that. The reason he's at the airport.
Oh, so you need a reason for.
I'm saying to define it as a Christmas movie, like Invasion USA with Chuck Norris, when everybody's and he starts killing everyone. In that movie, there's just like a Christmas tree in a scene, and it's like, oh, okay, this is Christmas.
Well, how about the trailer I sent you? I think it was called The Mean One.
Oh, I know the one with
Grinch
David
horror
Howard
movie?
Thornton as the Grinch horror movie. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't watch that, but yeah, no. I think I got to do a little. I always watch.
How about
Die
Krampus?
Hard.
Did you watch Krampus yet?
No, is that good? Because we were going to cover one of those.
Well, I thought my daughter and I told my wife she doesn't like horror movies, and we were like, we got this Christmas movie we're going to watch. This was last Christmas, so we threw it on there because the beginning starts off like a normal Christmas movie, family, and then all of a sudden it goes a little off the rails with Krampus, and it's like 8 Krampuses. So
Non-sequel one I recommend if you haven't seen it, and I can't say much because I don't want to spoil anything. Better watch out. That's a really good horror movie. Horror kind of a babysitter watching these two kids. And then people start dying, and it's
how about Blackmas? Isn't that one or Black? Is it
Black
Blackmas?
Christmas?
No, Black-
Yeah, Black Christmas. Oh, dude, the original.
I never
oh
saw
my
it.
god, what's her name from Lois Lane from the original Superman? She plays. What's her name? Oh man,
I forgot.
Lois Lane, original Superman. But anyway, she plays Barb, and she is so hot in Black Christmas, and it's so well done. The father from Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. He is in it, and he plays the cop in it. God, that's a great... And that's one of those weird movies. The director of that movie is the same director as Christmas Story, which is wild.
Is it Margot Kidder?
Margot Kidder. Dude, I'm telling you, when you see her in this movie, super drunk. Like,
But
she's
they
drunk,
remade it, though,
smoking
right?
cigarettes.
Did they remake it or no?
They did. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
And they actually remade it again, I think.
Right,
There's
right.
3 versions. But the one that came out in the 2000s was really good.
That was the original?
enjoyed it. No. The original
Oh.
was 1974.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
very good. But yeah, that's what I would say. And so next up, this is episode 399. So next week, we're going to kick off the new year looking back at 2025. We'll do our awards, and then we'll spend a little reflection looking back at 400 episodes. How can you really do that in a certain amount of time? We'll try to figure out some criteria for that. Like when we did 300, that was wild. But it's cool that it's landing at the same time. Like, what are the chances of that? Yeah, because it's cool. So I'll make sure to send Jamie a list so he remembers the movies that we covered in 2025 and
That would be helpful.
and the
Thank you.
interviews. Yes, and we'll have
Because the pills aren't working. I got to tell you right now.
the ginkgo biloba.
Yeah.
We need a new sponsor then.
We do.
What would be the new sponsor? And then after that, it's recorded already, so it's not like I'm spoiling something because this has been in the works for a while. Keith Coogan, just interviewed him yesterday, so that's gonna be epic. That'll be the first interview of 2026 for
Great way to
Jamie.
start.
Hopefully, it's better sequels for him. The interviews are always great, but
No, you know what? Never have a problem with the sequels. It's never the sequel. I mean, the interviews. I think every interview has been
Yeah.
great. There hasn't been one dud, one bad one. But there's been a lot of duds and a lot of bad ones of movies. And
Yep.
so, and again, I'm going to say that I'm done watching the first movie, and I'm just going right to the sequel.
Yeah,
because
this kind of
ruined
it
it for me. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I am so angry still. So
Yeah, just one thing, because I love that we started doing this, and I always forget, and I even had it up. That year, the box office when this movie came out, it didn't even make it. It did so bad. Maybe people knew that they were doing this whole like, oh, we're gonna rip from the first one. This movie isn't even the top 35, but the top 10, just to bang them out real quick, that was in the theaters. This is April 1987. Hoosiers 10, Tin Men 9, 8 Raising Arizona, 7 The Aristocrats was a re-release, 6 Mannequin, 5 Lethal Weapon, 4 Platoon, 3 Blind Date, 2 Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol, and number 1, Michael J. Fox, The Secret of My Success.
I saw pretty much all those. Like I didn't see Tin
Yeah,
Cup.
that came out. That's the first week of that movie, I think.
That's
too.
crazy. That's crazy. That was a funny movie, by the way. Secret of My Success. That was good.
Yeah, no. Oh no, that was in the theaters for a few weeks. I'm wrong. But yeah, so those are some good movies. But yeah, so 400, Jamie.
Okay.
A lot to look back on next week. 400 episodes, pretty nuts.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
We're at this point, and we're kicking off year. Well, not fully officially yet, but we started in 2019, so this is like our
400. And what was our first movie we reviewed?
Your boy, Son of the Mask.
So we owe him. We actually owe him. I mean, like we started. Without him, we might not have even had a thing going.
Like Jerry Minor.
Yep.
Jerry Minor, first interview. It's fun to look back at those. So maybe we'll do a little bit of that. Look back at some of the early days, so it'd be a lot of fun. So don't forget to review, rate, share our podcast. Follow us on all social media at Sequels Only. And don't forget to check out our website, sequelsonly.com. Good night.
Good night.